What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? It's your Ricochet, and I'm back with another freaking video, y'all. Now today I'm pretty much just gonna be sitting talking, okay? sitting talking, and then maybe show y'all today's Taco Tuesday, by the way. Today's Taco Tuesday, and y'all, yesterday something happened that really irritated me, but I spoke on it before. On my channel, I spoke on our neighbors. I spoke on why I really want land. For one, I really just always want land because I want horses. Okay, but I really want land as well because sometimes you have neighbors and sometimes your neighbors are other races and they're still not into, the new day and age, you know what I'm saying? They still feel like a certain race needs to be outside of the circle and things like that. But pretty much my dog is out and you might be attacking. Stop! Calm down. Give me a second. Okay, my bad. I had to get rid of the dog. I had to put the dog in his cage. I try to give him freedom, but when I say he goes crazy, OMG, he goes crazy. He goes crazy. But it's crazy because when I first got him, I really wanted this other dog. He was so calm. He was just so into me, and I loved him. He was tinier. I loved him. But then I'm like, I don't have the best choices when it comes to animals. There's sometimes I pick a dog, and that'd be the dog that's sick and dying. That'd be the dog that just, lasts 2 months and then it's just that's it. Like, I always have the worst taste in dogs. So the one that I loved, the one that stayed still, the one that just stayed to my hip, the one that I just thought was the cutest, it was the only different color, everything. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get you. I'm gonna get this one. And he was active then, and I'm just like, oh, he is so active. Oh my gosh, he is so active. Oh my God, and literally nothing has changed. When he gets out, I try to let him be out. And sometimes I tell myself, okay, it's because he's been, away for too long or he's been in another area for too long. Let him get used to this. But then he does so much. It's like, I have to put him away, y'all. Like, I have to. I don't want to, but I have to. So I got to figure out how to calm him down a little better. But anyways, he has a car that he had got from his father. Of course, his father's gone because, like I said, he's already a very, very old man. So we respected that. We told the kids, like, I don't care what, don't ever let a ball go that way. I don't care. If we hear the ball go that way, y'all just can't go outside, period. Like, just don't let the ball go that way. So they know that. Anyways, I spoke on before, I think I have a video out that my neighbor house is caught on fire. So they're not there right now, but there is like a storage pod in their front yard. Okay. And when I say our neighbors trip off of everything, even if it's not their property, I guess the kids were leaning on the pods and like making beats on the pods. And the neighbors came out feeling like, hey, that's not your property. We're watching out for this property, but it's our neighbor, like our closest neighbor, like literally our neighbor, our house, our neighbor. They're on that side. Like, yeah, they're in our court, but that's not their neighbor. That's our neighbor. And our neighbor are cool with us. Like I said, they buy the kids food. They give the kids snacks. They're cool. Like, we're cool with the neighbors. But, like the neighbors aren't there right now. So they were like, we're watching over this house. And the guy is yelling. And at this point, I didn't know about it. The kids come inside like, hey, the neighbor's yelling at us, cussing us out. I go outside and he's like, like really mad and yelling. And then I'm just calm, like, okay, so why are you yelling? Like, why are you yelling? And after that, he gets quiet. He goes in the house. He doesn't like to talk to me. Every time it comes to me stepping in, he'll walk away or he'll be like, I want to talk to your husband. He don't like talking to me, So this time the wife comes out. And I'm already little. Okay, I'm 5'2". I'm small. So she's like this. So she is, I don't know how tall she is, but she's smaller than me, okay? So she's talking to me. She's just like, hey, he is he's upset because, so she's telling me why he's upset, because they're knocking on the neighbor's pod and stuff. The neighbor is not here. We have like a group, a community group that we watch over every house, even your house, we watch over your house, and da da da. They were just like, they cannot be touching the pods. It's disrespecting, our neighbors and da da da. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'll personally, we can speak to them and let them know, hey, our kids are knocking on it. We're sorry, but okay, like, tell me what else. And then she's telling me, like, honestly, we don't know. Ever since you guys moved in, it's been problems. And it's not because, she's like, I hate to say it, it's not that you guys are black. It's not that you guys are black. And in my head, I'm just like, boom, I've been waiting for you to say something. I'm waiting for you to tell me exactly what it is that's your problem. Because since we moved in here, they've been coming over. Your kids do it. Your kids this. Your kids that. Your kids are outside. Your kids are on the bike. Your kids are like everything. Everything. So it's like, okay. So I'm waiting on like a real thing so I can, tell our kids about it. Like, hey, you can't do that. We have neighbors. You got to be respectful. Until she starts saying the black thing. It's not that you guys are black or anything. We don't mind race. But, it's always been a problem since the day you guys moved in. But it's not that you guys are black. And I'm just like, okay, what is being black? What does being black have anything to do with anything? Like, because so I stopped. I'm like, okay, stop. What have we done that our other neighbors, your other neighbors that aren't black, has done? Because when we have parties, our parties are quiet. Okay, we don't like a lot of noise just because we know we're in a court. You know what I'm saying? So, I gotta mix this real quick. Whoa, wait a minute now. Yeah, so I'm asking, like, what is it? What is it that we're doing that really, really bothers you? Especially because right now you're saying the black comment. What is it exactly that us black people are doing that is upsetting you? Like, I just really want to know so we could try to fix it. You know what I'm saying? And she just says, oh my gosh, it's just like everything that you guys do outside is a problem, is an issue. I'm just like, okay, first of all, those neighbors, they're Mexican. Parties all day. Party on a Tuesday, cars parked all the way on this side. It's okay for them, right? Cool. They cool, right? Your neighbor this way. Again, Mexican. Parties, cars coming out all day, every day. Cool. Like, we love it. Shoot, I want to be invited. I want to go. I love it. So it has nothing to do with nothing. They're outside all day. They're riding the bikes. They're doing things. They have their friends out. Look, they also said they don't like how our kids bring friends and stuff over. It's our court. Only the people who live here should enjoy it. The neighbor, literally right there, they're outside with like 20 kids right now. 20 kids. So I'm pointing at everything the neighbors are doing that she says that when we do it, it's a problem. That neighbor right there got like 20 kids outside right now that don't live on this court. That neighbor right there, literally from sun up. I love it though, because I wish I could be turned like that, but then they'll call the police on me. 7 in the morning, cut the music up, slapping Spanish styles, Hispanic style, just slapping all the music, right? From sun up to sundown, like, I kid you not. And if we play music that's a little too loud, we make sure when we play music, it's enough to fill the room, but it's not enough to go outside because we don't want to hear them complain. And I'm just like, I'm explaining everything that she claims that we do, that each neighbor does. A neighbor is doing it right now, as we speak. What about them with the 20 kids outside? What about them who's slapping the music right now? What about them who have parties Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? She was just like, oh, well, it's not about that. It's about, she went back to the car. It's about my husband's car that keeps getting messed up. Ma'am, the reason why we're outside right now has nothing to do with the car. We fixed that car problem months ago. over maybe even over a year ago. You sent me out. I was outside. Not you sent me outside. I came outside because your husband was yelling. Y'all claim it's because our kids is messing with this storage pod. But when I ask, are there any other problems? The second you tell me, oh, we're outside, we're too loud, they're stopping music. So I'm pointing at that house. Oh, we have kids over that aren't in the neighborhood. They have about 15 people outside right now that's not living in our neighborhood. Oh, well, it's because all the cars sometimes you guys have when there's a party. They have cars outside parked right now. Oh, well, when my husband's car gets touched, she had to go back to that because literally everything she told me that we do as Black people, all of the Hispanics, we have Arabians who live around us. So all the Arabians and we have a lot of races that live around us. But I kid you not, there's only 2 Black families. And one, us, who live at the end of the corner, and one other Black person who lives at the beginning of the corner. So he doesn't have to deal with what's over here. But literally everything she said, every other neighbor did. And as soon as I brought that to her attention, she went back to the car. And it just really frustrated me because I'm just like, girl, it's a new day and age. Everybody loves everybody. Everybody wants to be around everybody. But you guys are still telling me, you know, it's not that you're Black, but when you guys are riding your bikes, it's not that you're Black, but when you guys are playing basketball, you mean what they're doing right now? Oh, you mean what they're doing right now? The other neighbors, you guys have no problem. The second we go outside, they have the phone to the freaking window like this, recording. And it's just, I told you guys, this is not the house I want to be forever in. I don't. And I feel like but at the same time, if we leave, then what? Because if we rent it out, guess who we're going to rent it to? Family. And guess what? They're Black. So it's kind of like, what else do you want us to do? Like, literally, I don't understand why we're the only people. And I said that too. I said, they do it. You're okay with it. They do it. You're okay with it. They do it. You're okay with it. They're doing it right now. The same thing you're telling me right now. They have kids over, and we just cannot have kids over on our block. They have 1 kid over. That neighbor right here, literally 2 houses down from you, have like 10, 13, like literally it was a whole, like their whole driveway full of people who did not live on our block. And as soon as I brought that up, she was like, oh, well, it's when you guys have a bunch of cars, which I'm telling you, we lived here about 4 or 5 years, and we've only had about 3, 4 parties. 3, 4. We have like 1 a year, and we're not even going to have one this year because we're tired of that argument. But I'm just like, meanwhile, the house literally next to you has a party Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and don't let football season happen. Once football season starts, it be really cracking over there. Oh, well, it's also that you guys touched our car. Y'all, it was just really frustrating. It gets really annoying, and I just wish the times was just, come on now. Like, I just wish we were just past all this. I really do, because seriously, it just really was just sad. It was really sad that, once I said that, she really didn't have nothing else to say after the car thing. She was just like, yeah, okay, well, we'll figure it out, and, just make sure you keep the kids. I said, I'm not going to keep the kids inside. I'm not, but we could figure out other things. We could figure it out and talk about other things, but keeping the kids in the house, we've already talked to y'all about that, and we already said, no, we're not going to do that. So, anything else? Is there anything else? Whew, y'all, I don't know. I just hope that they could get better. I know that they're old. I understand that they're older, but I just, come on now. Even though that you guys are older, if it was just literally about, hearing things and seeing things, we could control that. But if that neighbor is doing it at the moment, that neighbor is doing at that same moment, and our kids go out and do the same thing that they're doing, and then you have something to say about only our kids. Meanwhile, I'm pointing at that, and you're just like, oh, well, come on. Come on. That's why I really want land. I really need land, because putting our kids through that, it's too much. That's just in my little rant of the day, because it kind of bothered me. So I'll catch y'all on the next one. See you later. Bye.